everyone, I'm Anna, Cinephile host. Today we'll talk about the movie The Space Between Us. It's about a Martian boy who decides to come to Earth to find his father and falls in love with a girl. But because his body is not fit for life on Earth, he has to go back to Mars, and the girl decides to become an astronaut to meet the boy someday on Mars. Let's watch the movie The Space Between Us. A multi-billionaire, Nathaniel Shepard, launches the first ever mission to colonize Mars. Shortly after landing, the lead astronaut, Sarah Elliott, dies from eclampsia while giving birth to the first human born on Mars, Gardner Elliott. Nathaniel eventually decides to keep the child on Mars as a secret for safety reasons. He remembers what his mother Sarah said before their Mars mission when answering questions from the reporters.
Miss Elliott, aren't you scared, given the history, given the dangers?
Of course. I'm scared that I might let the mission down in some way. I was taught that people who took risks without fear were brave. Well, far braver are those that take risks despite their fear. Courage is fear that has said its prayers.
16 years later, Gardner Elliott has grown up into a highly intelligent boy. One day, he retrieves a wedding ring and a video of his mother and a man in a beach house. Convinced that the man is his father, he becomes determined to find him. Using the internet, Gardner has struck up an online relationship with the girl on Earth, Tulsa. Gardner promises to come see her someday. In the meantime, astronaut Kendra Windham begs Nathaniel to allow Gardner to go to Earth to study his extraordinary intelligence. Nathaniel refuses, as Gardner would have to undergo a highly risky surgery to increase his bone density and then train to adapt to Earth's atmospheric pressure.
Miss Windham, I'm touched by your concern, I really am, but none of this matters if he can't survive. We've been through this.
However, Gardner undergoes the surgery anyway, and after training, he, Kendra, and some other astronauts board the space shuttle for Earth. On the day of the space shuttle's arrival, Gardner stages a daring escape and hitches a ride to find Tulsa. Upon seeing him, Tulsa agrees to help Gardner to find his father. During the journey, Gardner tells Tulsa the truth, that he was born and raised on Mars. The next morning, they are discovered by a follower of Shaman Neka and are brought to him. He agrees to help them. Gardner's nose starts bleeding while Tulsa finds that the beach house is located in Summerland, California. On their journey to California, Gardner's nose starts to bleed again and he collapses and is taken to a hospital.
This isn't real, but we can be real.
I think it's time to go. Let's get you to California.
You hear what I said?
Whoa, yeah, I did. But Gardner, I think you're sick.
None of this was how it was in my head.
You need to go to the hospital.
Except you.
We need to get you to a hospital. Something's wrong with you. Gardner.
After seeing the carbon tubes in his bones on the results of an X-ray at the hospital, Gardner knows that he won't last on Earth any longer, and all he wants is to meet his father before he dies. Tulsa helps him to escape again. They steal a car and drive to the beach house. There they meet the man from the video, who reveals that he is not Sarah Elliott's husband, but her brother. Gardner runs down to the sea, where he tells Tulsa that this is where he wants to die.
My mother's here. I can feel her. But I didn't get to choose where I was born. But I get to choose where I die.
He collapses. Tulsa tries to drag him to the shore, but he is too heavy for her. Nathaniel and Kendra arrive just in time to save him. After Nathaniel performs CPR on him, Gardner reveals that he knows that Nathaniel is his real father. In the end, Nathaniel launches into outer space. Free of Earth's gravity, Gardner is revived.
Are we on my planet?
No.
Are we on yours?
No.
Are you ever gonna stop slapping me?
Soon, Gardner boards a space shuttle to Mars. Gardner and Tulsa have to part ways. Kendra stays on Earth because she's retiring from NASA and adopts Tulsa. And Tulsa is determined to meet Gardner on Mars, though she joins Kendra's training program. Meanwhile, on Mars, with his father Nathaniel, Gardner is glad to be home.
Miss Elliott, aren't you scared, given the history, given the dangers?
I was taught that people who took risks without fear were brave. Well, far braver are those that take risks despite their fear. Courage is fear that has said its prayers.
Miss Wyndham, I'm touched by your concern, I really am, but none of this matters if he can't survive. We've been through this.
Let's get you to California.
You hear what I said?
Whoa, yeah, I did. But Gardner, I think you're sick.
None of this was how it was in my head.
You need to go to the hospital.
Except you.
Are we on my planet?
No.
Are we on yours?
No.
Are you ever gonna stop slapping me?
I can feel her. I didn't get to choose where I was born, but I get to choose where I die.
The power of love can drive us to chase a dream or to fly to the moon. The movie tells us that we can make anything happen with love. Stay tuned to find more videos on Funday website. I'm Anna, and thanks for watching Cinephile. See you next time!